warehouse management solution for Acumatica. So I thought the easiest way to show that would be is I'll do a sales order and we'll pick, pack, and then we'll do a purchase order, and we'll do a receiving against it. So you'll get a feel for what the product does, and of course, if you ever have any questions throughout, just please feel free to ask as the question pops in. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay. So we'll go into Acumatica. We'll start that new sales order now. So we'll pick a customer. See a little pop-up note that shows up. And we'll pick a product. I'm not going to get very creative with the products that I'm selecting. So we'll pick one of those and one of these. And we'll go over to our shipping settings and we'll shop for rates. And I think we'll send this FedEx Ground. So again, this is all standard functionality within Acumatica. So I could get it to the customer by the 23rd for $16 or tomorrow for $167. So again, we just picked the FedEx Ground, and that's going to factor in towards the end of this when we actually will print out the shipping label for this order. So we'll go ahead and click OK. So we have our order in place. And we'll go ahead and drop this down to the warehouse now. So we'll go ahead and create the shipment.
And at this point is where we'll go over the ship station. Yes.
And now that we have a shipment, we'll print a pick ticket if we wanted to. And I'm just going to show this to the screen just to show that we have barcode labels on the items, the locations, and things like that. So we'll go back to our shipment real quick. There it is. So now I'm just going to minimize my one screen. So now we've created the shipment and it's now available on our handheld device. So Michelle, can you see my my scanner?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So we'll go ahead and scroll down. Now this is just the standard Acumatica mobile app, but I'm showing it, but the device that I'm using is actually a Zebra barcode scanner that it also works on. So we just had to buy the device, but all the software just works. And we'll go over to our warehouse management, and we'll go over to pick, pack, and ship.
Sorry to interrupt. We do have an existing Motorola scanners. Would that work as well?
As long as it was able to access either our mobile app, either on what's the operating system it's running on?
Windows.
Okay, currently we're only supporting iOS and the Android operating systems.
I see. Okay.
So again, now it's asking for that. Is that going to be an issue, or is that like should we just stop now and?
No, continue. No, because we do have an existing scanners. We just don't want to purchase another one, but it's okay. It's fine. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's asking to scan the shipment ID off of that pick ticket. So we'll scan that. And that's going to pull up the shipment. So the next thing it's asking for is to scan the barcode of the location that we're going to be picking from. So let's.
And that sub-location will be imported to Acumatica, right?
Yes, yes. So we've scanned the barcode location we're picking from. Now we're going to scan the item. And really, the purpose of this is to ensure that we are picking from the right item to get it into the right box, right? So that you know, we're basically ensuring the fact that whatever was on the pick ticket is going to be scanned from the location to the box out the door. So no missed shipments is really what we're solving in this case, without having a lot of people checking the orders. The scanners are doing that for us. So we'll scan the location again for the next item, and we'll scan the item. So the shipment is now picked, right?
Mm-hmm.
So from here, we'll scan the packing of it. And now it's asking for the box ID. So what kind of box are we going to put this in? And we're going to put it in a medium box. And we'll scan the item that we're putting in that box. And scan the next item. And now we'll confirm that. Confirm the shipment. So we've got it, everything confirmed now using the scanner. So we took it off of a specific bin location, put it into a specific box. So now we'll go back into, yeah.
Sorry, would it alert us if we scan the wrong sublocation or wrong item?
Yes, it will. It will actually give us a an error message saying, and it will stop us right there. You scanned the wrong item, you scanned the wrong location. So let's say we're going to pick it out of a different location. We're standing in the wrong spot, right? It's going to alert us to that as well. So it's going to make sure that we're picking it from the right location and we're picking the right item and the right quantity of items. If I tried to scan an additional item that wasn't on this order, it would again give us a error message that it was saying you're not right, and it's going to stop us right in our tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm just going to so now we've confirmed the package, and we'll just go ahead and confirm the shipment there. And now it's giving us the FedEx tracking number, and at that same time, it printed the labels for us as well. So kind of a soup to nuts thing here in terms of making sure everything was in there. So that one medium box has the one computer and the other item as well. Now, if we had a bigger order and we had to scan multiple boxes, it would track the shipping label to the exact box and the contents that were in that box as well. So again, as we're looking through this, we only needed the one label, so that's all we needed to do. So that's how the pick, pack, and ship is going to work for you. And again, we're trying to increase the level of accuracy by scanning the barcodes for the location, the item, the boxes that everything is getting put into. Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. So the next thing.
Sorry, Tom, to interrupt. For the packing station, you don't have a verification scanning system in place. Like, let's say if we have two different teams. One is the pickers, one is the packers. For one system goes like, let's say they pick the items, they use the scanner, and they pass it through the packing station. So through the packing station, they don't have system in place that they can scan in the order number and confirm that the pickers pick the correct item.
Yes, they could. Right here, we do have a pick pack station.
Yeah.
That would allow for that. Yes.
Oh, it will allow?
Yeah, they could do this through the GUI screen. They don't need to, they could scan it and validate everything that was in that box as well. So they will see that, that step. So we could have picked everything to a cart and from the cart to the box. So we're going to go pick an order, we're going to put it on a cart, we're going to bring it back, and then the separate ship station would then scan that shipment ID and pack everything from the cart to the box, print out the labels, and you're off to the races.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So we'll do a purchase now. And so we'll do a new PO. And we'll just pick a vendor. And we'll put 2 of those on the order. We'll release that purchase order. We'll approve it. We'll send an email out to my vendors saying we need a couple of more of these items. And they're so good at what they did, we've already received them now. So again, we'll minimize this screen and go over to our receive and put away. So we'll scan that receipt number, the PO. And now we'll scan the item. So there's the first one that we ordered. There's the second one. So we've now received everything into the default receiving, and at that point we can complete the PO. And if we did need to review everything, we could see that we did indeed receive the 2 items that were on this PO, and they're in the receiving location, right? And from there, we could do a separate put away, taking it out of the receiving location into its final destination. So we could keep them in the receiving location if we needed to cross stock these, or we could do a separate put away as well. So again, now that that's received, we can complete the PO lines. Oops. I think we already did that step. So that's the receiving process. So again, we have this item, and if we go over to our purchases, it will have created that purchase receipt for us. Here's the one we just had, and let us know that we've received it into that particular location, and that this is now ready to create an AP bill when we receive that as well. So that's the receiving portion of this. Now we can also, from the system, I'll just close this out real quick. We can also do some just manual scans and receipts, which I don't see as being that helpful, really. I think we're going to do mostly through our shipments and our putaways. We can also do an item lookup. So if we did ever need to scan an item to see where it's at, we could scan that and then see all the different places where we have some. So giving us an inventory summary on the scanner. So we've got some nice functionality there. Along with, like in the storage lookup, if we wanted to validate, what's in a particular warehouse, we could do that as well. And of course, I didn't find anything that time. So again, some nice functionality there that'll be in place. Now on this, because this is part of our mobile app, you'll also be able to take a look at any of like the dashboards that Megan may have showed you before. They're also going to be available the same way that you may have saw them on the browser. They're also going to be available to you on that handheld scanner. And this is really the difference between using like a Windows operating system and what we can do with an Android or an iOS device, because that's our mobile app is going to be compatible with that.
Okay, sorry. My additional question is for the login. Let's say we have 10 users, right? Only 10 users can use scanners, or do we have individual logins for those as well?
We don't really charge for user licenses with Acumatica, so everybody could have their own log.
Hold on. Yeah. So Tom, this is Keith. So they're an e-commerce company.
Okay.
So we went with the concurrent users licenses or the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So because they do about 13,000 orders per month, up to that amount. So it didn't really make sense, and they only have up to 10 users maximum. So it didn't really make sense for us to take them down the unlimited user.
Okay. They could theoretically use the same user ID for the different scanners, because I'm logged into the device, and I'm also logged in as the same user on my browser. Now, you'll have to test that, because I can't test that out. So you may want to just test that out. But it's to the system, it doesn't really care whether it's on the mobile app or the browser, these users as they log in. So you'll have to check that to make sure the same user can be logged in twice under that scenario. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay. Yeah. Because like for fulfillment, like let's say if we have 5 users at the back end, and let's say more than 5 people is doing the pick, pack, and ship. That's only my concern. Like, do they need to have like more? Do we need to add more sign-ups to that, like accounts to that, or is it like just 5 people, 5 scanners? Yeah.
So 5 to fulfill and 5 to pick. 5 separate people.
Yes. Yes. And if orders are increasing, we might need to add more people on that. Yeah. Sure. Warehouse.
Okay.
So, Michelle, I can turn things back over to you then, if there's not any more questions.
So far, it's clear. It's basic scanner, pick, pack, and ship.
Right.
Yeah.
We're good. Thank you, Tom.
Cool. Anytime.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Sure.